So, just to preface, this is my first time trying to record a speed drawing or whatever, and, like, outside of using the one pre-built into the software I'm using, but Fire Alpacas isn't that good. Like, it gives you a GIF, and I didn't want a GIF, a 30-second GIF, but I like Fire Alpaca. So, a lot of this recording is, like, cutting between different parts because I kept forgetting to record, or I kept accidentally leaving it recording and walking away. So you'll see a lot of cuts, maybe you'll see like some pauses, sorry about that, but it's pretty sped up, so hopefully that won't be that noticeable. But anyways, despite you seeing an ankylosaur for the majority of this video, I'm going to be actually talking about Thrinaxodon, which is an early cynodont, and a little note on Galesaurus. So, to go ahead and get started, in 1975, around South Africa, there was a fossil discovered that most people know about. It's called the Triassic Cuttle. You've probably seen art of it. It's very cute. Well, the art is very cute, not the real story behind it. So, what we believe to be the real story behind it is that Thrinaxodon, who is fossilized curled up, probably sleeping, may have made this burrow because Thrinaxodon had these very large claws and paws in front, likely for burrowing. And the other animal in this fossil is Brumastega, early amphibian, not very fit for digging. So Thrinaxodon was likely sleeping in this burrow that it probably dug, since Thrinaxodon is very commonly fossilized in burrows like this. And Thrinaxodon, for a little bit of context, I already said is a cynodont. A cynodont is like what came before mammals. And Thrinaxodon is also a therapsid, which is a group that branched off from the same common ancestor as mammals. So, very related, very, like, similar structure. I believe cynodonts are also called mammal-like reptiles. In most reconstructions you'll see of Thrinaxodon and other mammal-like reptiles, they'll have some fur, maybe some whiskers. I believe the whiskers on Thrinaxodon come from some indents in the bone around the muzzle area. It looks very dog-like. You'll see when I bring up a reference in the speed paint. Although, I'm not sure if that part is just theorized or whatnot. It's just the reference I used. And then Brumastega is an amphibian, probably couldn't burrow, and this specific one was fossilized laying upside down and injured. Now you might think maybe Thrinaxodon could have maybe attacked this Brumastega, brought it into its burrow, took a nap, went back to bite on it later, but died before it could. But the Brumastega's injuries are, I think, a few broken ribs along with teeth marks from something larger than Thrinaxodon, and they were partially healed, I believe. But I did this research a while ago, so it's not super fresh in my mind. So Thrinaxodon wasn't the one who hurt Brumastega, probably. And so it looks like Thrinaxodon might have been sleeping and didn't even know Brumastega went in its burrow. And so Brumastega came in, waddled in a little hurt, decided this looks like a nice shelter, doesn't care that Thrinaxodon's there, it's too injured to care. And then they took a nap there together, and then a big flood came in, rushing with sediment and water, and filled in the burrow, preserving the scene right there as it was. Except maybe Brumastega flipped upside down a little bit. And Brumastega might have used this burrow as a quick little hideout, but Thrinaxodon used it for a lot more than that. Now Thrinaxodon is, I'm pretty sure I already said this, pretty commonly fossilized in its burrows like this. I think a lot of the times they are curled up, sleeping positions. And there have also been groups of fossilized Thrinaxodon adults with younger Thrinaxodon. meaning maybe this was a form of parental care. And then there were also groups of just juveniles, like juveniles alone in the burrows. So maybe the Thrinaxodon adults would take care of their babies in the burrow, then go out, get food, leave the babies in the burrow for safety, then come back, feed them, head out again. And so maybe the burrows were the only form of safety, but then also, near a group of these fossilized young juvenile Thrinaxodon was found an older subadult, which could suggest, if we assume that these two are connected, a larger burrow colony. And so that could mean maybe one adult would leave its babies, go get food, while the subadult, who's fossilized here, maybe connected to these fossilized young, would take care of the colony, protect the babies while those were away. And they all work together to, further on their genetics, and that just worked for them. They, work together socially for safety, for protecting the young, and for everyone to get enough food. And then also there was an aggregation of 3 adults and 1 subadult. And just for context, aggregation is just a group of animals or a group of anything. So an aggregation doesn't necessarily mean a social group, but a social group can be inferred from multiple aggregations with correct context. And basically, context is everything that matters. That's how we're able to tell if something has social bonds from just fossils. And these Thrinaxodons, there were 3 adults and 1 subadult, which probably implies social behavior beyond just breeding and caring for babies, because why would the subadult be there for breeding, and why would there be 3 adults caring for a subadult when the subadult can likely care for itself? And even if it was the parents caring for the young, why would there be 3 adults? And then there were also similar groups of mixed-age Galesaurus, which is another cynodont, which was an adult with 2 babies. And it's not confirmed evidence, but it could mean that these social behaviors were present in more cynodonts, and possibly the whole group of cynodonts had, their ancestor had already had that social behavior. And it might be a stretch, but then if that were true, that could mean that possibly the first mammals were presenting social behaviors way earlier than we think that mammals may have been doing that. Now, that's all I've got to say for these cynodonts, early mammals, whatever. And next time I do one of these, I'm going to do pterosaurs, specifically Nyctosaurus, and talk about how their crests may have been used as sexual selection or as a way of species identification. And then after that, I'm going to go into possible social behaviors in a late Cretaceous ceratopsian, pretty well known, called Protoceratops. And then after that, I'm going to do just a general overview of an extinct marsupial called Thylacoleo. And that's all I've got for now. If any of my information's wrong, please do let me know, and I can go ahead and correct that. Since this research I did do a while ago, I'm going to try and cite my sources in the description, but I don't have all of my sources, so sorry if something doesn't have evidence for it. That's my bad. And then if you have any information you want me to include in the pterosaur, ceratopsian, or Thylacoleo, go ahead and let me know that. I'll do research on it. And I think that's all.